Hey guys, today's lesson is on denotation and connotation. Take a look.
Hey everyone, welcome to another English grammar lesson. Today we're going to be talking about denotations and connotations. So what exactly are denotations and connotations? Well, a word's denotation is its dictionary definition, its literal meaning. So for example, curious and nosy have the same denotation. They have the same dictionary definition. They both mean that you are being inquisitive, that you are interested in learning or knowing about something. However, curious and nosy do not have the same tone. One of them sounds a bit more positive, and one of them sounds a bit more negative. So even though two words might have the same denotation, the same dictionary definition, they can have a different tone, a different energy, a different connotation. So once again, the denotation of a word is simply that word's dictionary definition. So just think, dictionary starts with the letter D, definition starts with the letter D, and denotation starts with the letter D. So it should be pretty easy to remember. Denotation equals dictionary definition. And connotation refers to a word's tone, a word's energy. And that could be both positive or negative potentially. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to give you some words that have the same denotation, the same dictionary definition, but different connotations, different tones. And it will be up to you to decide which of those words has a more positive connotation and which has a more negative connotation. So let's start with the words aroma and stench. Now both of these words have the same denotation, the same dictionary definition. They both mean a smell or an odor. Question is, which of these words is more positive and which of these words is more negative? Does the room have a nice, pleasant aroma, or does the room have a nice, pleasant stench? Does the locker room have a gross, nasty aroma, or does the locker room have a gross, nasty stench? Well, the more positive of these two words is aroma, and the more negative one is stench. So aroma would have a more positive connotation, and stench would have a more negative connotation. Let's look at a couple more. How about mob and crowd? Well, they both mean roughly the same thing. They both mean a large group of people. But one of them has a more positive connotation, a more positive tone or energy, and one of them has a more negative connotation. Question is, which is which? Well, give yourself a point if you said the more positive word is crowd and the more negative word is mob. Okay, last one. Selective and picky. Well, both of these words have pretty much the same denotation. They both mean that you're very careful in your choice of things. But which of these has a more positive connotation and which of these has a more negative connotation? Answer is, selective is more positive, while picky is more negative. Cool. Well, whether you came here for a refresher or just now learning this stuff for the first time, hope this video helped. Be sure to check out the free practice down in the description. And until next time, thanks again.
All right, so what we learned from that video is that connotation means the feeling that is surrounding a word, and denotation means dictionary definition. So we have lots of words that mean the same thing when it comes to the dictionary definition. Think synonyms. Synonyms are words that mean the same thing. So if I type in sad, I might get a bunch of words that all mean sad. And if I type in group, I'm going to get a bunch of words that all mean the same thing. Okay. Now we can look up words that mean the same thing on Google. We can look them up in a dictionary, but the best place is what's called a thesaurus. And so we used to have books in our classrooms and that you could buy that were called thesaurus. And a thesaurus is somewhere where you find synonyms, other words that mean the same thing. Well, now because we have internet and it's fantastic, we have thesaurus.com. So if you can go to thesaurus.com right now on a second tab, that would be good. Thesaurus, ThesaurusDot thesaurus.com. Thesaurus.com. All right, the activity for today is going to have you look up the word that I've chosen and pick 5 different words that all mean the same thing. And then we're going to put them in order, with the light colors being the either nicest, the most positive connotation, the least strict or the least bad connotation, I guess. And the dark are going to be the worst connotation or the negative connotation. So I'm going to go to thesaurus and I'm going to look up this word, sad. I'm just going to choose 5 words, any of the 5 that I know. I want you to pick ones that you've heard before. So I chose hurting, sorrowful, down, blue, and melancholy. So right now I'm going to show you my 5 words. Okay. So I have the word down. I have the word sorrowful. I have the word hurting. I have the word melancholy. And I have the word blue. All of those words mean the same thing as sad. Okay? But now for our activity, I need to put them in order. Which one doesn't sound so sad? And then put them in order to the one that sounds the most sad. Okay, so if I say, I'm feeling down today, that's not that bad. I'm feeling sorrowful. That's a little bit worse. I'm hurting today. That kind of sounds bad. I am melancholy. Melancholy sounds really bad. Like you're having a really horrible day and you're really, really sad. And I'm blue today. Blue doesn't sound too bad to me. So I'm just going to put them in order. The top being the least sad and the bottom being the most sad. So I might say, you know what, if I just say I'm down today, that doesn't sound that sad. Next, I think maybe blue. Now, which one sounds more sad than blue? Sorrowful. And maybe then hurting. And then the most melancholy. All right, so in order of the most positive connotation to the most negative connotation, I have down and then blue and then sorrowful and then hurting and then melancholy. So what I'm going to do is I am going to go back to the assignment, and once I decide my 5 words and maybe write them down on a sheet of paper, now I'm going to put them in order and I'm just going to type the better connotation at the top. So if I say I'm down, that doesn't sound too bad. If I say I'm blue, it sounds a little bit worse. If I say I'm sorrowful, that sounds a little bit worse. If I say I am hurting, that sounds a little bit worse. And melancholy sounds the worst. All right, so you're going to do this activity for the word group and for the word happy. Which one sounds the best when you're talking about a group of people? Which one sounds the worst when you're talking about a group of people? Because a crowd of people or a congregation of people sounds not so bad, but a mob of people sounds really bad. And then you're going to do happy as well. Which one sounds like you're just a little bit happy? And then which one sounds more happy, more happy, more happy, more happy until you get to like the happiest person you could ever imagine. Go ahead and try it. There's right and wrong, but a lot of them are varying degrees. And so it's just how familiar you are with the word and how much you know about the word as well. So try your best and we'll go over in class. Thanks.